we have the Chiefs and the Raiders, and a very good divisional matchup here. Uh, I think both teams are good. I like both teams, but Chiefs are on a 6-game winning streak right now. They're hot. They're as hot as red as their jerseys.
They were on a. They went from 5 games in a row losing to 6 games in a row win.
Yeah, without Jamal
So,
Charles too.
yeah,
If that says anything, I guess.
they're definitely. If they make the playoffs, if they keep this hot streak going, they're definitely awesome because they are really hot right now. They're
Yeah,
playing really good football
yeah. It's
versus the Raiders who are 2-6. I mean 2-4 over the same stretch.
yeah.
So you know, I'm starting to doubt the Raiders making the postseason.
Unfortunately, I agree. There was a time.
Which we never really thought this was their year to be a real threat anyway.
That's
But they
true.
were playing so well, we thought, well, maybe. But
Yeah,
now it's starting to become a little obvious that maybe they're a little bit too young still.
right, right. That's what I'm getting out of all of this as well. Is that I was rooting for the Raiders. I really was. I mean, Denver has their division locked up. Pretty much. I don't know. Maybe depending on how the rest of the season goes, but it's looking like they have their division locked up.
I
But
mean, not on paper, but they're 3 games ahead of the Chiefs.
yeah, yeah,
It's
exactly.
it's virtually locked down at this point.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, a lot of shit would have to happen. But anyways,
Yeah.
I was rooting for the Raiders because I liked them. I like that they're a young team. I like Derek Carr. I like Amari Cooper. I like Michael Crabtree in there. Latavius Murray, I'm not too keen on him, but I think he's okay. He's good enough to get at least a little bit run game going for him and everything. And
Yeah.
I really like what they did. They really turned this organization around, and we've been kind of saying this week in and week out, and without sound like a broken record here, I was rooting for him, and you actually already said it, which is very true. That we kind of thought this is a maybe. It'd be fun to see. It'd be fun to see a new team make the playoffs, but it's definitely maybe. And at this point, hey, with Broncos being pretty much a shoe in, Chiefs are definitely a shoe in for a wild card, which is going to kind of screw up the rest of the AFC because the wild card spot is going to be a lot harder to get into because I'm pretty sure Chiefs have that locked in the bag.
I don't know. There's going to be a fight for that wild card for the wild card in the AFC. There really is.
There is.
Because
Oh,
you're
definitely there
looking at
is.
the Jets, the Steelers, and the Chiefs are all sitting at the same time right now. And you got which was unthinkable before, but the Texans and the Colts are both 6-6. So
Yeah.
both of those teams are actually only one game out, and the Bills are I think 6 too. So you got quite a few teams fighting for the wild card spot right now.
There are quite a few, but as out of all those teams that you listed, none of them are is on fire what the Chiefs are right now.
Oh no,
So
no
that's
team in
why.
the NFL outside of maybe Carolina is on fire. Is on they're on a 6 game win streak.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
mean, what else can you say?
Here's what I'll say:
From 5 losses in a row to 6 wins.
Packers were on a 6-game win streak too in the beginning of the season. Look what happened to them.
But
So if anybody's going to go on a 6-game win streak, they picked the correct time to do it. Is what I'm going to say.
right, right.
Now, I mean that could all unfold on them. Maybe they're making a house of cards. Maybe, but I don't know because we're also talking about Andy Reid a lot this season. And Andy Reid looks like he knows what he's. I trust Andy Reid that he knows what he's doing. That they're winning for a reason, and it's because damn good coaching, and they're executing his damn good coaching.
Yeah,
So
we had written him and the Chiefs off, and I apologize,
yeah,
Andy.
exactly, exactly. It's to the point where hey, maybe since baseball wrapped up, that the Royals are giving the Chiefs some of their good luck.
Is that what it is?
I don't know. That's my superstition of the week, I
They put the
guess. I don't know.
Royals. They put the Royals in Chiefs uniforms.
That's what it is, yeah. Alex Smith? No, that's not really Alex Smith. Um,
Hey, the defense though is playing like in particularly. They picked. they picked Carr off 3 times.
Yeah.
The defense in particular is playing great. Which I mean, Andy Reid's always pretty much always had a pretty good defense on his
Right.
teams, and he's done it again. He's built another. I don't know if anything the Chiefs are doing are elite, but they're just not bad.
Right.
They're pretty solid all the way around.
Yeah, you're not going to see these guys maybe put up the biggest numbers each week. You're not going to see them maybe be the highest scoring each week, but they're doing things right. They're doing everything they need to do right, and they're figured out their niche to win games. And this is almost like a cliche statement in the NFL, but a lot of teams and mostly players like to talk about when they find their identity, and they definitely did this right now. They found their
Yeah,
identity. They know how to win, and they're working really well together. And it's a very
yeah.
scary
Well,
combination for
that's
anybody opposing it.
actually a good statement because I believe we mentioned earlier in the season that they did not have one. They did not
No,
have an identity.
no, they did
Who were
not.
the Chiefs? What were they good at? What did they do? They just lost games, early in the season. They were dealing with injuries. They lost Jamal Charles, and they've really bounced back strong. Like
Mm-hmm.
the fact that you can lose 5 games in a row and you're in the wild card conversation. That's damn impressive.
It is.
I can't even think of. I mean, other than Seattle kind of bouncing back here, and we'll get to them when we talk about that. I can't even think of another team that's done anything remotely close to that.
I got
Like,
one. The Giants started out the season 0-3, and I already ruled them out. And then for a little while, they were top of the division. But as of right now, they might not even make the
yeah,
playoffs. So
yeah,
I don't know.
that's a good. Every year you seem to see, like, you see stories like this,
Mm-hmm.
where a team that was doing bad gets hot towards the middle and is all of a sudden in the conversation. And I was hoping that Saints would be that team, but it's the Chiefs. The Chiefs are that story. They're the story. They're still kind of flying under the radar.
Yeah,
Like, say they're on a 6-game win streak. It's kind of like, what?
right. They're like, did they like? I know they're winning, but that many games? That's what I think. When a lot of people, unless you live in Kansas City, are talking about. Like, I think if you
Yeah,
talk like if you're talking about fans of like any other like region around the United States, I think if you ask them like, did you know they won 6 games in a row? People are like, no way. Like I know they're winning, but not that many. Holy shit! And
and things look really good. Like you mentioned them for a wild card for shoe in, and I think that shoe in's a bit too much of a statement, but they got a pretty. Looking at their schedule, they have the Chargers, the Ravens, the Browns, and the Raiders again. So if any team is prepped to make a run for that wild card spot, I mean, none of those teams have winning records. So if you're a Chiefs fan, you got to be feeling pretty good all of a sudden. They could potentially run the table,
mm-hmm.
and they're really good. I mean, other than the Raiders, the other 3 teams on that list are sorry. It's
Yeah,
completely they suck. So you know, we probably will see the Chiefs in the playoffs at this point.
I think
You're
so.
probably
I
right.
I didn't realize how easy their schedule was the rest of the year, but looking at that, yeah, they can make it. They can do, and it wouldn't surprise me too much if one of those teams maybe upset them, and
Now 3 and
got a
1's
win.
realistic on that run.
Yeah, but at
You're right.
majority of those wins are gonna go to the Chiefs. That's just the way that they're playing against the teams, the way that they're playing. Yeah, that should be pretty locked in.
The
It's
Raiders, good luck next year, yo.
Well,
Like,
and that's what I was going to kind of get at too. Is we wanted to talk about these they're almost underdog Raiders. That they're finally relevant again since Rich Gannon, and I think you already mentioned it before. It was just that they're young.
yeah,
They got the talent there. They really do. They got the coaching there, but they're
they're
young.
going to be interesting to watch next year. They
Next
really.
year is, and what's crazy is that between next year, see what Denver's gonna look like. If Chiefs can continue this, to see what they look like, and then you got the Raiders in the mix. Hell, you know what? Even San Diego might bounce back next year. Between those
I
four
doubt that.
teams,
I mean, they can't do worse, right?
exactly. Um,
Is the AFC West the new NFC West?
that's what I'm kind of getting at. They might be the most interesting division next year. I mean that. It's a little early to say that, but they really might be. I got a lot of faith in all four of those
Hey, you're
teams.
right. The AFC West looks like it could be the toughest division in football next year.
Hmm.
That's true.
I definitely think so.
We'll
Um,
see.
yeah, definitely see. And so I
Good
think,
luck, Chiefs.
yeah, good luck to all of them, really. But yeah,
Uh,
good luck, Chiefs. Man, you got a lot of good stuff going for you right now. And I think with that we can wrap it up. I don't know why I
so
said it like that. But so
I don't either.
tell me, tell me why I said it like that. You can leave us a comment. We would love to hear from you. We actually reply back. You can even ask our friend Derange, our Cincinnati man, who probably isn't watching this video, but hey, I guarantee he'll be on the Bengals video. And you can always follow us on Facebook and Twitter. The links are in the description below. Red Hot, Red Hot Chiefs, Red Hot Chili Peppers. That's what I'm gonna call them from now on.